In today's video, we will be talking about the Four Lovers collection from Frangrance Du Bois. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as I said, in today's video, we'll be talking about the Four Lovers fragrance collection from Frangrance Du Bois. So the Four Lovers collection includes 3 fragrances, and all 3 of these fragrances are meant to be for lovers. So they are unisex, they're meant to be shared, and according to Frangrance Du Bois, they take their inspiration from the eternal love story. So I have all 3 fragrances out of this collection. These fragrances were sent to me for review by Frangrance Du Bois, so thank you so much to the team over at Frangrance Du Bois for sending these over. But I will be giving you guys an unbiased review on all 3 fragrances in hopes that this video will help those of you all who may be on the fence about any of them. So let's go ahead and get into these fragrances. So the first fragrance that I have is Lovers. So this is the one that I've actually had for the longest amount of time. This one was actually sent to me from Karina Waldron here on YouTube. And then Frangrance Du Bois ended up sending me another bottle. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of this video. Hint, hint. Anyway, Lovers is gorgeous. When I smell this, I get a blast of sweet dark fruit. The main fruit that I can pick out is passion fruit, but it also smells like there could be some plum or black currant in this fragrance, something very like sweet and dark. In addition to that, I get something that smells a little bit sparkling, a little bit effervescent in this fragrance, but then it's backed up by these deep, dark, kind of leathery notes. And I believe saffron may be a note in this fragrance. At least that's what it smells like, because it smells like that kind of leathery touch that you can get from saffron, but it doesn't really smell like leather, if that makes sense. Overall, this fragrance sits on the skin pretty transparently. It is not super heavy, although the notes smell heavy when you smell them. It doesn't sit on the skin super heavy. Now, when it comes to projection and longevity, for me, I'm able to get probably about 6 hours of wear out of this fragrance, and it projects probably about arm's length for most of that wear. I would say it turns into a skin scent probably around the 5-hour mark. Now, I know some of you all are probably thinking that is not enough for the price of the Frangrance Du Bois fragrances, and I completely understand. However, for me, this is giving me a little bit of versatility with this fragrance, because although the notes seem heavy, the way this lays on the skin, I've found that I've actually been able to wear this year round. Now, when I smell this, I initially thought it was going to be like fall, winter. However, I wore this at the end of the summer, and it did what it was supposed to do, y'all. It still gave me sexy vibes, but it wasn't overpowering. So again, this first one is Lovers. The second fragrance we'll be talking about is Cavort. So Cavort is probably the most popular fragrance from this lineup. This is the one that I've heard all the ladies talk about. I was late on the bandwagon for this fragrance, but I am happy to have it in my stash now. So when I smell this fragrance, I definitely get prominent saffron, and the saffron in here smells sweet and spicy and just a tad bit leathery. It doesn't go that dark leathery route. I also get a lot of rose when I smell this, and some sort of juicy dark fruit, kind of like plum or something like that. That's what it smells like to me. Overall, this is a darker, deeper scent, but it has that beautiful rose that I feel like a lot of ladies will be attracted to. So if you like scents that have that jammy rose, like say Kayali, Sweet Diamond, Pink Pepper, those type of roses, then I think you would like this, because it has that kind of syrupy sweetness to it, but it's backed up by these deep, dark, heavy notes. And although it has that sweetness to it, I actually think this one is quite unisex. I think that the darkness and the spiciness and the saffron kind of really makes this rose scent be something that I feel like a man could easily pull off as well. Now, when it comes to projection and longevity on this one projects a lot. So I would say somebody definitely arm's length or maybe a little bit past that can smell it on me. It lasts on my skin probably about 8 hours and turns into a skin scent probably around that 6 to 7 hour mark. For me, this is going to be a cold weather scent. This is too heavy for me to wear when it's hot. More than likely, this will be like a date night type scent for me. It does have that sexy vibe to it. So again, this is Cavort. The last fragrance that I have in this collection is Secret Tryst. Now, Secret Tryst doesn't seem to be the most popular out of this line. This one seems to be the least popular, honestly. When I smell this, I definitely get cardamom. So this one is like a sweet cardamom, spicy scent. It also has a smoky vibe to it. I'm not sure if tobacco is a note, but it definitely smells like there could be tobacco in here and definitely something woody. So in my opinion, this one is definitely the darkest, the deepest out of the three. And I think it's perfectly unisex, but if I had to pick one way for it to lean, it probably leans the most masculine out of the three of these. However, again, I think this is perfectly unisex and I've been able to wear this with no problems at all. This also seems to have something like patchouli in here. It has this earthy smell to it. So if you're not into patchouli and you don't like those type of scents, this one may not be for you. Still sample it because I don't think the patchouli takes over, but I definitely feel like I can pick up a little bit of patchouli in this fragrance. And when it comes to projection and longevity, again, this one performs really well. So on my skin, I'm able to get probably about 8 hours of wear out of this fragrance. This one is probably arm's length or closer. However, with how heavy this fragrance is, if this was like super projecting, it would be way overpowering. So arm's length or closer for projection. Longevity is stellar, probably 8 hours and up. And it doesn't turn into a skin scent on me until probably around the 7 to 8 hour mark. So really great performance on this one. Now, as far as when I would wear this one is definitely cold weather appropriate, nighttime appropriate. This one gives me date night. And because it's dark and sexy and heavy, but it's not like too overpowering, I feel like you could even get away with this for Netflix and chill or cozy days in. I actually wore this to bed one night and it wasn't too much. It smelled amazing, y'all. So again, that is Secret Tryst. So now I've given you an overview of all three of these fragrances. I'm going to rate them from my least favorite to my most. I will say though, I love all three of these fragrances. I have been wearing all three of these fragrances and I definitely will recommend all three of these fragrances. But for me, in third place, we have Cavort. Now I know that's probably a surprise because this is the most popular. However, for me, it's just not as versatile. It's too heavy for me to wear when it's warm. You guys know I live in a warm climate, so it's too heavy for me to wear when it's warm. So for me, this would be probably strictly date night. And I feel like out of these three fragrances, this is the one that I feel like is most similar to other things in my collection. So for me, this is my least favorite, but still an amazing fragrance. I'm happy to have it. Second place is Lovers. Now, I've heard Lovers being compared to Cavort and people saying that Lovers is like a light version of Cavort. And in some ways, I do agree. At first sniff, they do smell quite alike, but Lovers is a lot lighter. However, when you wear them, they wear differently. This one definitely has more passion fruit, whereas this one goes more rose. Do you need both of these? I don't know. That's up to you. But at first sniff, they do smell alike, but once you wear them, they are quite different. So for me, I prefer Lovers just because it's easier for me to wear. I love the fruitiness in this one more, and although there's also like florals in this, I think some roses in this as well, to me the fruitiness kind of stands out more than the florals, and I like the way this one smells more, and I like that I can wear this one year round. And then first place for me is Secret Tryst. Are you guys surprised? I was a little bit surprised. I actually thought this was going to be too masculine because I really don't ever hear many ladies talk about this, but I actually really love this. Now, I am a cardamom lover. I do like my deep, dark, smoky type scents, so keep that in mind. But to me, this one is the most unique out of this collection. It's the one that I think that I will be able to wear a lot, maybe not as much as Lovers, but I'll be able to wear it a lot even though it is kind of a deep, dark scent. This is the kind of fragrance that I definitely could see sharing with my husband. We don't do that, but if we did, I definitely could see him pulling this off as well. And there's just something about this that I enjoy. Now, just for fun, I actually asked my family, so my husband and my daughter. My son doesn't care about fragrances, but I asked my husband and my daughter opinions on these when I was testing them out on my skin. So I will tell you that Secret Tryst was Chloe, my daughter's favorite. She is 6 years old. And this is the one she chose, and I was quite surprised. She was like, yeah, that one smells the best. And I asked her several times, and she was dead set on she liked this one the most. Now, as for my husband, he preferred Cavort on me when he was smelling on my skin. And he actually said he didn't like the other two. But I will say, Lovers is the only one that I've gotten a compliment from him on. Now, he complimented me when I was wearing this full body. He wasn't sniffing it up close. But this is the only one out of these three that I have gotten a compliment on from him. So I thought it was interesting that smelling up close, he said he didn't like it. And when he compared it to Cavort, he liked Cavort better. But he hasn't complimented me on Cavort or Secret Kiss, and I've worn them around him several times. So just wanted to share that. Figured it might be helpful for you all. Let me know if you have tried any of the fragrances from this collection. What do you think of them? Are they on your wish list? Let me know if this video helped you kind of make up your mind to see if maybe you want to sample these or go smell one of these in store. Let us talk about that in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I typically upload videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I have tons of content for you to check out in your free time. Also, make sure you check out my website. It's www.simplyayesha.com. Over there, I talk fragrance and other things that I enjoy. Also, to connect with me more, follow me on Instagram. I'm in my stories and my DMs almost every day. And now I have a TikTok, so follow me on TikTok too. Now that we got all that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.